Welcome back, champions. Today, we venture into the art of power, strategy, and survival in the cutthroat world of business. We're here to uncover the hidden truths about success, truths that are often uncomfortable, but necessary for anyone truly hungry for victory. We will explore how Machiavellian principles, centuries old yet timeless in their relevance, can be applied to dominate the modern business world. Machiavelli wrote, "Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times." This guiding principle is the key to thriving in the unpredictable landscape of business. The game changes, and those who do not evolve with it are left behind. Success is not static. It is fluid, requiring us to be adaptable, calculating, and ever alert to shifts in power dynamics. Business is nothing short of a battlefield. It is an arena where only those who understand the nature of power, deception, and strategy rise to the top. Machiavelli was a master at exposing the harsh realities of how the world works, not through ideals, but through pragmatic, often ruthless action. What can we learn from this? We learn that in the pursuit of victory, one must be prepared to do what is necessary, not what is expected, not what is ethical according to the masses, but what is required for success. In the business world, you are not rewarded for simply playing by the rules. You are rewarded for knowing how to bend those rules in your favor. As Machiavelli observed, men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see and few can feel. What does this mean for you? It means that perception often trumps reality. People will believe what they see, and it is your task to craft that vision. In the corporate world, the ability to shape how you are perceived is paramount. You must be seen as confident, decisive, and in control, even when you are maneuvering through uncertainty behind the scenes. This is the first lesson from Machiavelli. Control the narrative. The most successful leaders and entrepreneurs in history are not always the most talented or the most ethical. They are the ones who understood how to project an image of power, competence, and inevitability. Another profound insight from Machiavelli is the necessity of manipulation, not in the sense of mindless deceit, but in the calculated orchestration of events. He noted, "Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception." The most successful business leaders understand this truth. Instead of brute force, they use subtle influence, persuasion, and timing to get what they want. In business, this means learning to navigate negotiations, deals, and partnerships with the finesse of a chess player. Understand this: people are moved by self-interest. Machiavelli believed that men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. In business, you must learn how to appeal to these impulses in others, whether by aligning their self-interest with your goals or by instilling a subtle fear of the consequences if they do not cooperate. This isn't manipulation for the sake of cruelty. It is strategy for the sake of winning. Alliances in business are often fleeting, a lesson Machiavelli understood well. He famously advised, "The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present." In the corporate world, you will forge relationships out of necessity, but understand that loyalty is often temporary. Align yourself with those who can further your interests, but never confuse business partnerships for friendships. You must be ready to shift alliances when they no longer serve your purpose. Loyalty is a commodity that can be bought, sold, and broken when needed. Timing, too, is an essential component of success. Machiavelli was keenly aware of this when he said, "Fortune is a woman. If you wish to master her, you must strike while the iron is hot." In business, this translates to knowing when to seize an opportunity. Fortune favors those who are bold enough to act decisively when the moment is right, and those who hesitate often find themselves left behind. This brings us to one of the most critical lessons of Machiavellian strategy: the ability to adapt. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command, Machiavelli tells us. This isn't just about leadership. It's about knowing when to change your methods, your tactics, and even your persona to fit the needs of the moment. The world of business is ever shifting, and those who cling to old ways of thinking or who refuse to pivot when necessary are doomed to fail. True power lies in flexibility, the ability to shift, maneuver, and even reinvent yourself as circumstances demand. Another Machiavellian principle that resonates in the business world is the concept of ruthless pragmatism. He stated, "A prince must not have any other object nor any other thought, nor take anything else as his art, but that of war." In the context of business, this is a reminder to stay focused on the game. Distractions are everywhere, but those who succeed are those who stay laser-focused on their ultimate goal. Every move you make must serve your long-term strategy. Every decision, every relationship, every deal must push you closer to victory. There is no room for hesitation when the stakes are high. Machiavelli warned that indecisiveness is a weakness that others will exploit. In business, hesitation can cost you everything: an opportunity missed, a deal lost, or worse, power slipping from your grasp. As he wrote, "There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others." This applies to the competitive nature of business. If you're not making bold moves to secure your position, someone else will. Let's not mistake Machiavellianism for unnecessary cruelty. While ruthlessness may be necessary, it is always calculated. Machiavelli never advocated for pointless violence or cruelty. Instead, he understood that sometimes harsh actions are necessary to secure a greater good. In business, this might mean making tough decisions, letting go of people who aren't performing, cutting ties with unproductive partners, or taking aggressive steps against competitors. In the business world, mercy is a luxury that few can afford. Machiavelli emphasized that weakness invites exploitation, but strength, decisiveness, and an unwavering focus on your objectives make you a force to be reckoned with. However, never mistake ruthlessness for cruelty for its own sake. Every decision you make must serve a purpose. Lastly, I leave you with one final lesson from the master strategist. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. This is perhaps one of the most crucial truths in both life and business. In the public eye, you must always present strength, capability, and vision. But behind the scenes, your strategy must be more complex, more layered, and more adaptable than anyone can imagine. The world of business rewards those who can master this balance between appearance and reality. If you are ready to embrace these principles, then understand that true success requires more than talent or ethics. It requires strategy. It requires the willingness to outthink, outmaneuver, and, when necessary, outlast your competition. Business, like politics, is not about fairness or rules. It is about victory. The world is full of opportunities, but it's also full of competition. Machiavelli knew that when it comes to success, the first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Surround yourselves with those who are sharp, ambitious, and aligned with your goals. Your allies will determine how high you rise or how far you fall. In business, choose your team wisely. Those who will sharpen your vision and push you toward victory, not those who will weigh you down with hesitation or doubt. If this message has sparked something within you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to ensure you receive the knowledge that can propel you forward. Explore our other videos to deepen your understanding of ancient wisdom and sharpen your approach to modern success. Until next time, champions, stay strong and stay committed to your path.